Chiefs, Bengals down the line.
Oh, fuck. I had to come down from that Niners Eagles.
I'm going with Big Red. I'm going with the Chiefs.
He knows.
I'll give my reasoning later, but I'm going to go Chiefs as well.
I gotta go Chiefs, especially because of the underdog. Disrespectful.
That's crazy.
Disrespectful.
That's just straight
At
up
the crib?
crazy, bro.
At the
Yeah,
crib?
that's not going to sit well with Mahomes.
I was gonna say Chiefs too, but fuck it.
Who day?
Respect.
Gotta give the other side.
Bengals, Zach Taylor, Joe Burrow. Also, I think if Mahomes' ankle is not 100%, I think that plays a big part.
There's a video of him today walking out of a press conference, and he wasn't limping.
Literally not at all.
Until he gets touched. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Until
That's
he
true.
goes behind the door and he's like, oh,
Shit feels great until.
I gotta do my best fucking walk right here.
But no, there's a video of him running at practice too, jogging, but he also jogs like an idiot sometimes.
Yeah, he runs
he-
so weird, dude.
That's
He like waddles.
coming off the play, he's walking Andy Reid and he's just
Yeah, it's like a strut
got a-
almost.
It's
like-
actually no. It's border. It's like it's hysterical. Like he better never change that shit because that shit is like hilarious. That's
It
just a
is.
signature.
Okay, so why I think the Chiefs are going to win is before we like go deep into the analysts and everything. It's just like I always feel like when like a guy like Mahomes, Andy Reid, like they're like borderline legends already. People start to sleep on them. They're like, nah, like people have caught up to them. You know what I'm saying? They come back and they do it again. And they've been sleeping on Mahomes. Like no one really talks about him anymore. He has no one besides Kelsey this year. I feel like he's just gonna kind of sneak in there and get the job done.
dude, I feel like especially all the hype that the Bengals have been getting, and it's like it's kind of gotten to their own heads too. The players says like Burrowhead, shut the fuck up. I'm so tired of
You
hearing
just said the Bengals are
Burrowhead.
gonna win.
I know. I'm gonna
He's spitting.
I'm gonna play that argument, but like they're just riding such a high, and they're you can't underestimate the Chiefs.
Mhm.
And when you're already declaring their home stadium as my quarterback's home stadium, like come on,
See,
What have the Chiefs said too? Have you heard anything?
not
Uh,
jack shit.
No, they're not talking.
No.
Willie Gay did.
Okay, well,
All right,
you
he's-
didn't
no,
talk to
wait,
Connor
what did he
about
say?
that.
He can say whatever he wants
You
to say.
didn't talk to Connor about
Wait,
that.
what did he say?
No, it was today. A reporter asked him, what's so special about the Bengals offense? And he just said nothing. And I think that was the end of his conference.
Facts.
Well, that's he honestly can't even. That's like the only way he can answer it. I mean, I wouldn't want
Well,
my
yeah.
player to answer it any other way. I'd be like, yeah, it's a good answer.
I mean, you can
Don't
answer
give him
that
any-
when you're like one of the best linebackers in the NFL.
Shut up, dude.
You gotta say nothing. You can't give them any
He's
hype.
been playing really well.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's always been a beast.
He has been playing well. But that's kind of why I'm going with the Chiefs here. Like, Mahomes, like, you realize how disrespectful that is to say it's Burrowhead? Do you realize that?
Mm-hmm.
Where they play, Kansas City's like, everyone knows that stadium's crazy. But when you put that label on Burrow's head, and I'm Patrick seeing that. He's seeing this. Like, come on, he's not stupid. He doesn't live under a rock. That's gonna fire him up, and oh man, that's just all the motivation you need. Like, Mahomes hasn't beat Burrow. Yeah, cool. So what? I think this could be a Mahomes masterclass, despite the ankle. I think if he has to sit in the pocket and get after it, I think he's gonna get after it. And I really believe this is gonna be Mahomes masterclass.
Mm-hmm.
But what
It's
if
gonna be
Burrow
sick.
wins?
Huh?
Then it's real. Then
No,
it's
I'm
for
saying,
real
like,
Burrowhead.
I'm saying,
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
No. I won't hate.
That's true.
I won't hate on that, but that's what I'm saying.
He'd be 4-0 and what 3-0 at Arrowhead, or is it 2-2?
To
he hasn't lost to Mahomes, I think.
No, he's
No,
3-0 right now. I'm just saying I don't know if the one for sure wasn't at Arrowhead.
Oh,
That
I think it
this
was.
year.
I think it was one. Wasn't.
Just one, the one this year. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's just all the motivation you need. I feel like, but I think Mahomes is gonna cook. I am pretty scared of the ankle though. I can't even lie.
He's fine.
They're gonna send Eli Apple on a blitz and it's all over.
He's 105 out of like 112.
Dude, he is kind of
greatest
making me
quarterbacks
cheese. I can't even lie. Like I used to hate him, but I think it's kind of funny now.
this year. It is
You
kinda
gotta
funny.
let him cook.
It's
He's
kind
a
of funny.
pest. He's just a pest, and he knows
You
it.
have
He's
to-
like the Pat Bev of the NFL.
That's
Yeah,
what-
that's
that's
what-
what-
what he is.
But also, but you know
worse.
about it? No, because I'm
That's
about
what
to
it's
clout.
Not out
Nah,
here
because-
running his mouth on Twitter and
Eli
shit.
Apple
Because I'm
quoted
about to
stuff
get-
on to
no.
Diggs' tweet and said Cancun.
No, you are not. No,
He
you
said
are
Cancun
not.
on 3.
You are not
Have you guys
allowed
seen
to
that
gas
video?
this behavior.
Oh my god.
The
No,
original?
y'all are not allowed to guess this behavior. I'm gonna tell you why. Because tell me if I'm spitting or tell me if I'm not. But this is how I look at it, right? Because there's this innate thing in life, right? And this is how it always goes. It's the motherfuckers that are talking the most garbage They haven't done shit. Like, realistically, the Bengals haven't done shit. And if I'm the Chiefs, right, and you're talking shit to me, I'm like, little bro, you got no ring. Get some hardware.
That's fair.
Like, and here's the thing. And once you get the hardware, it's like once the little boy's talking to you, you're like, y'all some little boys. I ain't got to talk shit back to you, clown. I got the hardware, pussy. They don't have the hardware. So here's my thing. All this talk, no hardware. They already got the hardware. They're not talking. They're ready to go smack him in the mouth and get a second piece of hardware. And I'm just saying, there's this thing where, at least if you're going to talk shit and you have the hardware, people take you seriously. When you're talking shit like Eli Apple, well, he has college hardware. I give him credit.
Question, yeah.
But
I was about to
he
say,
does.
did he win that?
He does have college
Yeah,
hardware.
what's up with you? You rock with him or
Yeah,
what?
was it-
Of course. I don't know. I
But
don't
this is
think
a
there's an
different league
Ohio
now.
State
That'd be
player
like
I
coming in
don't
college,
rock
play
with.
flexing your high school state championships.
Yeah.
This is a whole different thing, right? So I'm just saying,
He won the first ever college football playoff.
I mean, I won the first ever.
I think.
I mean, what if someone said they won the first ever like state championship? I mean,
No,
like,
yeah.
like
I'm just fucking with you.
no. So it's like I'm just saying, I look at it like they talking all this, but it almost comes off insecure because the teams that usually have the hardware already.
But see, that's how to me the Bills felt this year. The
Yeah,
whole
and-
thing it's
and
our
how'd it
year,
go?
but it's like they never. To me, it felt like the Bengals could actually do it. For the Bills, it always was so shaky to me. They never consistently came out with energy.
Well, it was like the first like 4 games. They
Right.
looked like fire, like really good. And then like it started like Josh Allen started to make some mistakes and then some injuries, and it was just like you could tell. I hate to say it, but like you could start to tell during the year, like you're saying, that it just wasn't the Bills' year.
I don't think the Bills were talking shit though.
No, everyone was guessing that.
But no, yeah, everyone. That's not their own football. Yeah,
Their fan base was doing it for them.
and losing Vaughn was tough. Too.
Getting into like
That's on
the
them.
aspects of this Chiefs Bengals game, I think from the Bengals offense to the Chiefs defense side, the Bengals definitely have the upper hand with the receivers like in Chase and T. Higgins and whatnot. I think they're gonna have to lean on that, but the Kansas City defense I think is a little underrated.
It's very
Especially-
underrated.
Especially, I mean, Frank Clark or no, hold on. Jones. Chris Jones.
yeah.
Holy shit. That was tough.
Okay,
Okay.
throwback.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It always I have trouble sometimes because
Yeah.
I think Chandler. It's like the CH sound, Chandler Jones, Chris Jones.
Right. Chris Jones, I think, might be the X factor for them because we all know that the Bengals O-line is really bad and Burrow's been getting the ball out really fast. The only way to really get pressure that quickly is through the inside. Chris Jones in the playoffs the last 4 years has just made his presence felt. Like he's really been in quarterbacks' faces every time in the playoffs. And I think it's a big game for him this week.
Looking at the injury report, it says Kappa and Jonah Williams are questionable.
They might play.
But if they do play, they're 100%. I think one of them had a dislocated kneecap.
Oh, yo.
I think that was Williams, maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's definitely something to look out for. The front four for the Chiefs has to win, I think,
I mean,
and like they have to dominate because the Bengals O line last week going against the Bills D line,
they won.
they shut them up and they won by a lot. Like you could tell they were winning that game because they were just winning in the trenches,
Mhm.
and that's just how you got to win these games. And like going back to the Bills, they had no pass rush. Like regardless of who was out there, like no one was getting to the quarterback. So someone's got to step up, and I think Chris Jones will, and Frank Clark's got to have a big game. Interesting note, I think it was in PMT this week. Did you know Frank Clark's like 4th in
Oh my God.
playoff
playoff
sacks.
sacks.
Yeah.
He's
He could
all
be
time?
All
yeah,
time.
he could be one after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
if
so
they make it. Yeah,
trash, though.
Like what?
It
What-
makes me
it's-
so
But that's what I'm saying.
angry.
Like it just I don't know.
I think
lights
he
him
has
up.
what, like 18 and a half?
Well, no,
It's
that
like
one
14,
the year
I
they
think.
won the
Oh,
Super Bowl.
18
he was
and a
like,
half is the
It was,
record.
oh, 18
snapping.
the record or something like that. Yeah, but
Just
yeah,
feeding
He's
off
your Hall
of
of
Chris
Famer.
Jones' pressure.
I was
Interior
cheesing
pressure.
at that when I was listening. I was like, Frank Clark, are you for real?
Get the fuck out.
yeah, he's 3.5 sacks behind.
Yeah, so
Hey,
apparently
you-
nobody gets sacks in the playoffs. Like this is actually crazy.
all clean
Guess
up.
number
Oh, no,
one.
4, sorry,
Guess
I
number
capped.
1. I mean, he's a great player, but like
Willie McGinnis.
it was Willie McGinnis. Bruce Smith number 2 is
He
not.
was
I mean, that makes
snapping.
sense.
Willie
That's what I'm
McGinnis is a snapper.
No, I'm saying, but like I'm just like surprised he's number 1.
yeah,
Like
but
you know what I mean? Like
The rest of those names I respect.
I would have thought
Suggs,
Reggie White would have
Reggie
been number
White.
1 or something more along those lines, and then I would have thought,
Well,
yeah,
what was
White
McGinnis
Freed.
on
Von
the
Miller would have been
Patriots?
up there.
Huh?
How many games are they playing though?
McGinnis?
Yeah.
oh yeah, he was with the Patriots.
Hello.
And
Yeah, that's what I'm
Strahan,
saying,
I thought
like-
Strahan would have been a lot higher up here.
But how many years were they in the
Strahan,
playoffs?
I think, had 2 playoff runs.
That is true.
I mean, he probably had more like one
Actually,
game, 2 games, but
well,
James
dude,
Harrison, I would have
unfortunately, I thought it
expected
was
to be
saying,
like
They should do it by games, like how many games he played. I bet JJ Watt has had like 2 sacks every playoff game he's ever played.
Harrison's played in hella.
So he's got like 4
Yeah,
sacks.
the same
Four
amount.
sacks total. But he's gotten 2
the
every
most.
game.
McGinnis is
Aaron Donald's like number 57. That's weird.
well, he's
Well, the
only
Rams are
had
bad.
Fake go.
That's actually very impressive by Willie McGinnis.
I
Then
think it just shows, honestly,
17,
realistic. It
18
really just shows in the playoffs, like the best
16
players are definitely just double teamed
in
every
18
snap. I mean,
games.
there's just
Well, also, I feel like when you get to that later runs in the playoffs, typically those lines are good because you win in
Yeah.
the trenches. So you're probably not getting that many
You're
sacks.
getting game planned around too.
no one
Like,
else. No one else besides Willie McGinnis really has like anywhere close to a sack per game.
Damn.
yeah. So he was
He has
snapping.
16 in 18 games, and then like James Harrison played 22 games, but he has 11 sacks. Dwight Freeney has played 22 games and only has 11 sacks too.
Here is something I fear this weekend for the Chiefs. I fear it a lot. If Higgins and Chase just like early, it's just early, and they get the confidence, and it's like, what the fuck do you do to stop them? Because the Chiefs don't really have like great corners. They don't really have a
No.
great secondary. So like
You're not playing cover 4 and you're like, we got him.
they could get torched.
Chase
you
snaps.
said,
straight
how
up.
do we stop them? You just tell Mahomes to go do that magic bullshit he pulls out. Just literally go sling that bitch 70 yards and he'll do it. It'd be like,
Yeah,
"I bet."
Oh, the only other thing though is we were talking about the coverage grades for the Bengals and stuff and how they've been cooking. They kind of bottled up Kelsey when they played earlier this year too.
So
Oh, they did.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
says,
yeah.
too,
I remember
because
that.
I just hate
He
when we haven't
lost
said
the
this yet, 'cause I
game.
want to like. It's the fact we haven't said this yet is kind of crazy. It'd be like everyone's like right now. Oh my god, how are you taking the Chiefs? The Bengals beat them 3 times. Oh, that's the point. You know how hard it is to beat a good team that many times in a row. I don't think I'm gonna go do it 4 times. That's really what my decision comes down to more than anything. It's like I'm aware that they've kicked their ass all these times.
I do that a lot
Hard to keep
too,
doing.
but like usually the saying's 3 times. Could it be 4? I hope not.
That's what I'm like.
It's gonna happen.
to do the Bengals side, like I guess the reason why I'm confident in picking them against you guys is that bottling up Kelsey is a good point because outside of Travis Kelsey, the fact of the matter is Mahomes can make every play, he can make every throw, but like if Valdez-Scantling drops a crucial catch, then or Juju doesn't get open one play.
Why is he
And
making
it's-
premonitions?
Like the thing is like I trust Mahomes more than anybody in my life, but do I trust
Do you know who
Valdez-Scantling?
didn't play when they played earlier this year?
Good point. But it's okay. So here's the thing.
Young
Dylan's
Joker.
talking about
Come on, dog.
Kadarius Toney.
Young Joker.
Oh,
He might be the X factor for them because outside of Travis Kelsey, they really don't have a game record. So, but the thing is, does Andy Reid trust him? Because he hasn't really
He's
had a
forced
high
to.
Snapchat.
He's
count.
forced to.
He's forced to, but like I don't know, Andy
In
seems
this-
like a conservative
this
guy
big
that
of
he
a
wouldn't be
game,
playing
too?
him that. Like
I don't think he'll get snaps. I can see him being so conservative. He's like, look, Joker, I love you. Next year, when you know the playbook better, you know what I mean?
right?
Because it's like
That's what
if
I'm
he
saying.
messes up the route or something,
He blew
it's
a
on
big
his head. It's not on
touchdown
Joker's head. Really.
parlay
It's
for
kind
me
of like
last
I put you
weekend,
out there.
so
I'm gonna-
I will never respect
But he's
that.
been there for
6-8 weeks.
no longer because the trade deadline's
It's
week
such, it
8.
is such a complicated
So
offense
we
that
did-
it's like
So we've done like the 12
True.
weeks already plus playoffs.
I
They had
think
a
he's
bye
only
in there
played.
somewhere.
I think he's only played like 5 though.
Also, look
Yeah.
at Sky Moore. What's going on with that? He
Use
rarely
him?
is in.
Doesn't seem like a
use him maybe. I don't
Bro,
know.
The
But
Chiefs
maybe
wide
that's
receiver
something
room is the
internal.
weirdest thing
It's
because
so
they
weird.
just split snaps between Kadarius Toney, Justin Watson, Sky Moore. Like
no world beaters.
See, it's because
they
it's
just
the-
like rotate.
because it's the Chiefs. They'll never get backlash for the Sky Moore pick. But like, bro, you don't fucking play him and you use a second rounder on him, right? It was a second.
but I
rounder.
think that's a good thing. They're not like they don't feel forced
no,
to
hell
use
no.
him.
If you can run a 4-4, you're gonna play for me.
Okay, can I ask a question?
I don't know if
Because
it's a 4-4,
I
but-
always constantly get confused by this. Whenever like there's a play going on, and I can't see the second number. When I see the white guy with the 8, like an 80, I can never tell if it's Kelsey or like Watson or
It's Watson.
like
Yeah.
until they get up.
Noah
and I just see
Gray,
this.
too.
Yeah, that's what
Noah
I'm saying.
Gray, they're all
It's like
the
what,
same.
87, 83,
that is
84.
literally
yeah.
ridiculous. Like there's
That's
their
facts.
tight
right
end
there.
slash receiver room is hilarious.
It's so funny, dude. Noah Gray's not bad.
I was kind of just thinking this too. It's random side note, but tell me it's not kind of accurate. I mean, this right now, this era of the Chiefs offense, kind of like obviously minus the huge difference between Breeze and Mahomes. It's kind of like that old Saints offense with Jimmy Graham and then just a bunch of like solid receivers, but like it's like no world beaters, but it works. You're still tossing 5,000 yards.
Yeah,
Same with Brady and the Patriots. Those kind of. I mean, obviously they had receivers here and there, but those
Bro, the
Scrum?
one year.
No, like,
sorry, I don't want to go on a
100%.
tangent, but the one year when they had fucking Hogan, Amendola, and fucking
Dorsett and they ringed up.
Edelman.
that's the 28-3.
These men,
Yeah,
they had Phil
that's
Dorsett as their ex
crazy,
receiver
bro.
and ringed up.
They were just running out 5'10" white dudes and fucking beating everyone.
That's why Thomas the GOAT.
that's
Phil
why he's the
Dorsett has his ex receiver and won a bowl. Stop.
That's
He had,
crazy.
he had a lacrosse receiving core, literally.
Like
Literally.
the only team that came even close to doing that is like I'm trying to think of another. Like we were saying, the Eagles' offense when
Maybe.
they won was really like shout out to Nick
Yeah.
Foles for that because that was a hella impressive run too.
Alshon Jeffrey was
Alshon
the best
Jeffrey, like,
receiver.
He was a
Nelson
dog.
Aguilar.
He was a dog.
He was a
Alshon
dog.
was a dog back
That-
in the
Other
day.
than that though, that
That's
was like
Doug,
kind of like
though.
That was the back end of his peak.
That's Doug,
That was
though.
Doug. That
That's
was
Doug, though.
But like,
That's Doug for sure cooking shit up.
you're right.
Like,
And
yeah.
but like honestly, I'm worried. I am. If I was a Chiefs fan, I would be a little worried looking at the X's and O's.
For sure, 100%.
Right.
This is like one of the things where it doesn't really make sense, but I'm just writing the Chiefs because I feel like they have to win.
I mean, I would say,
And people are
the
sleeping
same.
on them too. But like realistically, the Bengals beat them in a lot of aspects of the game.
yeah. It's
Oh,
just
they
that
do, yeah.
the Chiefs can't lose. There's just this odd aspect to it. I agree. Bengals have so many advantages.
I don't
The
know.
Chiefs just can't.
I don't know if we want to wrap up soon, but we gotta talk about the fucking D coordinator for the Bengals.
He's
Lou
been-
or blah, blah, blah.
last
I don't really
playoff-
know his name, but he cooked up last playoff.
Right, yep.
Almost a lot of credit goes to him.
Mhm.
And then, I mean, he's cooking up right now. I was watching that Bills game, and there were so many like different like blitz packages and just I don't know what it was. It looked so cool. He was, and like they would show him on the sideline, and like he knew he was like, yeah, I'm calling my shit, and I'm doing it. Like he knew he was cooking, and that'll be interesting to see if like can Mahomes if Mahomes has to stay in the pocket, can he pick that apart? Will he be able to pick it apart with the receivers and stuff like that?
I have a cool stat that just made me think of it. So Andy Reid has been famous for this. He's probably one of the best offensive coordinator ever to play the game or coach the game. And there's a stat. It's called like play variance. So like there's plays that are like trick plays or plays that they haven't run a different kind of formation. It's just the weird place. And Andy Reid through the first 4 weeks of the season was the highest play caller in that variance. During the middle of the regular season, that part of it, he was like lowest. So he's calling his, what he knows. And then right before the playoffs, he brings out the ring around the rosy, starts all these Kadarius Toney
Gets the
flipped
creative
end
juice.
arounds. Andy
It's
Reid
this cord, bro.
has been cooking for over a year, saving these cool plays, and he's about to bring them out this week, and it's going to be so fucking dope.
I think he really does have to get in his bag. Like Mahomes is limited. You're gonna have to find plays for him in the pocket because a lot of the plays that Mahomes makes are out of the pocket, fucking crazy sidearm throws, 70 yards on the field. So like, I think he's gonna
cook.
I think he's gonna figure it out. I think he's gonna cook him up.
I gotta say this because I just thought of this now. It's almost like too what he's doing is he's setting up something crazy where he's gonna have you thinking it's like, hey, he's gonna bring out something crazy, and they're gonna get in some weird formation, and it's just the Travis Kelce handoff. to
I was
Pacheco.
thinking the same
I'm
thing.
like everyone's gonna be like,
I was thinking the same thing.
damn, and it's gonna be like for the touchdown in overtime or something. I'm gonna be like, damn, like he literally just set it up so perfectly because right when everyone thinks it'll be the craziest best play of the year,
You
it's
guys
be something so
you guys
basic,
know-
like a swing pass to Tony from like Kelsey or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
something so simple.
You guys know Mr. Krabs like vault where he has the Krabby Patty formula and like all the money and stuff. Bro, I just like got this weird vision where like you walk in Andy Reid's office, he just has a vault and it has all of his best plays in there.
See,
So
I
true.
thought you were going
It's
to
so
compare this to
true.
something. My
That's
mind was
what's
so
up.
different.
That's some next level thinking.
That
You don't
was
like
crazy.
SpongeBob though.
I do. I know I don't, but
didn't
that was
forget.
cool. And it makes it better because he has
I had to double
Mr.
check.
Krabs pulled up.
I wanted
on
to
his
see the
laptop.
I
vault.
could just imagine like Nagy going into his office, like trying to get the plays and stuff. Can I see him?
Is he plankton? Is he plankton?
No, you're tripping. That's
no.
how he got
He's
the
like
Bears job. He
SpongeBob.
brought Nagy shit over. He's like, yeah, this my stuff.
He said,
He's
"Can I
like,
see them?"
he's like, yeah, this is
Can I see
mine
this?
also. He just stained it from Nagy's fault.
I'm trying to
Obviously.
think, who
Or
would be
Nagy
the-
stained it from Reed's fault.
Who would be the plankton of like a Andy Reid? Like who's just trying to duplicate his offense but just can't do it?
It's Matthew
Matt
Nagy.
Nagy.
Hey, maybe Nagy drew up the plays. Spin zone. You don't know.
Hey,
No, he didn't.
he
There's
had
no way.
Santa Slay.
Nagy's that dude in class
He's
that's
getting
always
no
trying to
credit.
keep your homework.
Hey, he might have because
might have.
he had Santa Slay for the Bears Rams that 2018 game where Brad Sowell caught a touchdown. They
Yeah.
brought all the big boys in.
Yeah.
That was some cool stuff right there.
now
I
you
ain't
might
never
be
seen
a
it.
cooker.
Dougie
Hey.
P.
Don't get ahead
That's the
of
closest
yourself.
thing I would say to Andy Reid's offense.
Yeah, maybe Doug.
Dougie P.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
won a Super Bowl, so like he
But that's what I'm
he
saying.
created the Krabby Patty.
I
You
Who's
know
know.
what I'm
out of
saying?
who's out of the tree that just
There's
like
so
really
many, I
hasn't?
think.
There's
That's
a
a
ton,
bum.
but
Let's
like
look.
who hasn't panned out?
That's I think we need to. It's what I'm saying. We need to find someone from that tree that's just like fallen, and now they're trying to like just like
That's what I'm saying.
recreate his offense. Like they're trying to give new wrinkles and
It
it's
could
just
be
not
Eric
working.
Bieniemy because he's kind of like
Oh,
a
yeah.
dirt old head.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I also
That's what
Chiefs
it's
fans, if whenever I hear
The
something about
Giants
Bieniemy, for a lot of times
coach.
from Chiefs fans, I
Oh
feel like
my
it's just
God. Oh my God.
during the offseason, it's real normally positive.
my
But
God.
then when it's like it's like this weird thing where they support him
Pat-
to get a head coaching
Pat
job. I think it's this
Schumer.
weird thing where they don't want him anymore.
Mhm.
They're like, yeah, Bieniemy for head coach is a good thing. And then when he gets signed back, I feel like they're all out on the train, and I'm like, I'm not getting it.
feel like
Y'all-
there's
Yeah,
a
I think that's the
reason-
best one, probably.
Shermer?
Yeah.
Pat Shermer.
Pat Shermer.
That is hilarious.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
We need to make this like a GIF, like a meme, just a Pat Sherman liked it.
That's some good shit right
His
there.
record as a head coach is 15-34.
Snapper.
Oh.
Snapper.
So he's like 1-3 in his seasons, like 1-2.
Yeah.
Two just full lost seasons, just one good season.
Yeah, that's bad. I don't know. Sorry to derail the combo there with SpongeBob talk, but
I think we.
is this,
I like
is this a good spot to cut it?
Wait.
Go ahead.
Score predictions.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm gonna say like 34-27.
You're going high. That's where I was going. Mahomes masterclass. I gotta back that up. So I'm gonna go with like
Are you my homie?
no, hell no.
Come on.
35, 31. But it's the playoffs, so like defenses come and play. So I could be looking stupid soon. But
And running the clock down a lot more too and stuff. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say 40-34. It's ending in overtime.
oh, that's spicy.
I want an overtime game. I want to see
That would
both
be
teams get a
sick.
chance.
This would be the one. That's like the Chiefs, Bills.
Yeah.
Like that's the one I want to see. Yeah, this is the one I want to see.
I'm going 24-23.
Mm.
Low scoring.
Ooh.
Something.
Is it a late field goal? I think it has to be, right? If it's 24-23. Ooh.
Harrison Butker goes down and it's Justin Reed.
Wait, you're picking the
Head
Bengals.
That would be the craziest
You're picking
moment.
the
Like we
Bengals
just-
to win.
I only did it just to.
He wanted to be devil's
Just to be a-
advocate. He
yeah.
always wants to be the
I-
devil's
I'm
advocate.
actually cheesing
It's
so
good.
hard.
We need that. We need
Yeah, I
that.
was like, whatever.
That'd be hysterical.
That's a crazy scenario, though.
That'd be raw.
That's some Madden shit.
That is.
Oh, I don't know. I think the Chiefs score 31 and the Bengals score 35, 38.
Oh, you went with Bengals, right?
Oh, I've been a Bengals guy.
Oh,
Zach
okay.
Taylor, ZAC.
ZAC.
CAC.
Is ZAC.
Since he loves him,
Who
gonna beat them
can't believe it.
Well, did you see? They actually do that cool shit. So when they win the game, they
They go to
bring
the
the game
bar.
ball to like a local bar.
Yeah, that's
He's
so
raw.
That's
cool.
so raw.
I don't know
That's
why
so
more
cool.
teams don't do shit like that.
That's
That
just
is-
Zach Taylor
this
riding
point-
his high horse.
At this point, you
Get off of it, man.
At this point, no one else can do it though, because then everyone's be like, "Oh, you're copying the Bengals," blah blah blah. But
I
like,
just think
But you could give it to like something. Even just like you give it to a local,
Yeah.
like something. I know what you mean.
I feel
That
like
is
the
a cool
game is
gesture.
really going to be decided by like a bad turnover, kind of like the Jaguars Chiefs game was.
Mm.
Like, I think the Jags could have won that game if Agnew didn't fumble the ball.
they
Yeah,
could
it
have.
was-
When
Yeah.
I was watching the game, I was joking the whole time, like before the game, like it's the Jamal Agnew breakout game, and he was spazzing on kickoffs.
He's good.
And he's
He's
fast.
a weapon, yeah.
Yeah, he's great
That's a
when he
good- that's a-
fumbles in that red zone too.
Low key all pro at Jamal Agnew.